we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Hodges. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hodges now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Now it's Hodges. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Watson. It's caught. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there for Tennessee.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And a tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's Hodges looking to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones is going to look downfield for Barkley. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And that is no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
On first down, Dawkins. And he's got this down to the 35. Seven, our score after one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hodges trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, the 30.
I'm the best
10,
in the game. I'm
5,
the best in the game.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Keep giving it to him. Let's go.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Hodges. He completes it to Ridley. And it's a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down, here's Barkley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Throwing, Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 27, Jones being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And this is going to be intercepted. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Hodges. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. Throwing now, Hodges on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Giants' 37-yard line.
Mike 3. Mike 3. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hurt. Use you. Here comes the me, it's me. 7 Pirates. Mike 3. Combo. Got one.
Operating from the gun. Hodges airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Out of the gun, it's Hodges. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
McCann for the point after.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 31, Jones.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Jones throwing on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Switch.
Throwing to start the drive. Hodges, he finds his man, complete. It's Webb. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50. Silver. Go, Mike.
On first down, here's Hodges. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Hodges on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10.
Let's go, baby. Return over. Let's get that ball. Get that ball. 29 is an 18.
They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Touchdown.
Looking to throw on first down with Hodges. It's complete to Brown, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watson.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Now Hodges off the play fake. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. To throw again, Jones.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Monty Rice able to drop him for a loss of a couple. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Jones throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
They'll swing this out to Tony.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Hodges now. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now it's Hodges. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Sharp. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we... And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Right there, 54.
Cooper will look to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know they practice for this back in training camp. Extra defenders in the
middle of the field. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Grant on the return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Here's Cooper. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Play action. It's Hodges. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Returnable here from the 38. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it will be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
That one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.